nerds. Yeet.
Rain, making it rain, making it rain, making it rain.
Check it. Check it, nerds.
Hey, nerds. It's me, Yeet, and we are here on Thursday, the 22nd of February, for another episode of Yeet versus ZineQuest. I got to tell you, it's a sad day. I have some sad things to tell you. But I also have some awesome things to tell you. We have two guests today, the Raging Owlbear and Nikki Snacks. It's some fun stuff for everybody. We're going to get to the end here. We're going to keep things rocking and rolling. But, you know, what we really do is let's just start out and do the numbers. Doing the numbers. We only had one new project. That's where the sadness comes in. In the last 2 days, only one new project. And it was only $15, bringing our total spend to $1,192.96. But I only got one project. This has never happened before. Usually there's just like a stream of them, and I'm super excited about all of them. And today was just one about Cozy Adventures, and you should go back it. The other part of the sad news that I wanted to talk about was the fact that wait, hang on. I'm getting a message from the booth. Breaking news. Apparently, we have breaking news. Hey guys, AI art is not art; it is theft. The use of AI art as part of any for-profit activity is not okay. There were a bunch of projects that I saw today that I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." And then at the end of the project line, it says, "Hey, will you use any AI tools?" And there are some AI tools that are morally okay. You know, that's what they're for. They're tools. But these guys were like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to use it for some art. You know, nothing important. Just put it in the background. Oh, don't worry about it. Teaching it myself." No, you are not. That is not how it works. You did not create thousands and thousands and thousands of images for it to learn on. Good, hardworking artists did that. So I immediately say no to your project. And that's why it's sad. But let's talk about happier things. And let's bring on a guest and get this conversation going. Let's bring on the Raging Owlbear. Marty, we talked about your project last week. Why don't you tell the people at home who you are?
Hey, I'm Marty. I'm Raging Owlbear, and I'm doing a little 5th edition thing, redesigning some of the classes to be a little bit more old school. So I'm looking forward to, it's a $3 buy-in, so it's pretty small, but it should be a lot of fun.
You are the proud owner of the only 5th edition thing I have backed on ZineQuest ever.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot, Yeet.
I mean, it was $3, which was definitely. If it had been more, I probably would have just given you $1.
Yeah,
but $3, I was like, Also, hobbits on ferrets. Tell the people at home more about.
That's the winner.
Riding hobbits.
There's absolutely. So the whole idea is that I was thinking about the old school edition and how you had the races class. You were a halfling.
EX.
Exactly. You were a halfling. You were a dwarf. You were now. If they had no class,
classless.
They were classless.
I for one can tell you, dwarves have no class.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't.
But I thought, what about re-examining that idea where they could still pick all the classes that you would have in a 5th edition game or whatever, but create a culture specific class for the demi-humans. So, what would it look like if you had a dwarf, there was a Malay specific dwarf class, or there was an arcane specific dwarf class, or, same for elf, halfling, whatever. And how do you play with that idea to make something that's culturally thematic for that particular ancestry.
Culturally thematic.
Exactly.
And for hobbits, you chose ferrets.
Well, it's funny. I was inspired by
mustelids, by weasels,
by actually an art piece. Oh man, I can't remember his name now. I just flew out of my head. But he did Wayne Reynolds. Wayne Reynolds.
Wayne Reynolds.
Yeah,
that's like a serious piece of D&D art history.
Yeah, so he did a lot of 3rd edition, 4th edition art, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he had a picture. I don't think it actually even appeared in any of the D&D books, but he had drawn a halfling riding a ferret or weasel or something. And I was like,
some kind of mustelid.
I was like, what?
Mustelid.
A mustelid. Absolutely. Okay. So we should call them the mustelids. That should be the name of the class. Actually, I'll change.
It's one of those pieces of information that happened to be in my tiny brain that I like to share. That the class of animal of the musk and the ermine and the sable and the ferret and the weasel and the stoat.
So, I was like, I need to make a class based on these fighter scouts that patrol their territories on giant weasels.
Halfling weasel riders.
Yeah. So
I would watch that show, by the way.
I would too, actually.
Halfling weasel riders go. Yeah, I would watch that.
So that's the one piece of art I've actually commissioned ahead of time before funding, because I was like, I don't care if I don't fund. I have to have that picture.
Well, you had me at ferret. All right, Marty. Thanks for telling people about your project. I hope it is successful. I hope you get to make a bunch of cool stuff. I'm going to ask you to hold on for a second. I'm going to bring on our other guest, and then I'll bring you back so that you can help me make a zine.
Sure.
All right. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for all of the confetti. Hey, everybody, this is Nikki Snacks from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Nicole, tell the people about who you are.
Hi, I'm Nikki Snacks. I work at Kickstarter. I'm the games outreach lead, and I just work with creators all day and help them bring their games to life. And I'm also, I help them do stuff like, build their page, give them feedback on it. And I do stuff like give them emotional support also, because I know what it's like to run a Kickstarter and it can be stressful.
Yes, a little stressful. I expect to be stressed all next week as I run my own Kickstarter.
I know. I'm excited about it.
We're all excited. How do you think ZineQuest is going this year?
I think it's going great. I mean, from a Kickstarter point of view, I think it's going excellently. From my personal point of view, I think it's going amazing. There are so many awesome campaigns that I've backed. YEET, thanks to you, I've found some really good ones because, I follow you on Kickstarter. So, yeah.
Following me on Kickstarter is dangerous business.
Yeah, following you and Phil Reed are two of the most dangerous things. Yeah.
So, speaking of Phil Reed, he is our guest next Tuesday for the penultimate issue of YEET versus ZineQuest. We have Phil Reed, the master of zines, the Xenomancer.
I love him so much.
I'm super excited. I don't think Phil's ready for this. But can you answer a burning question that we have, which is,
of course,
is ZineQuest going to stay in February, or is John Ritter Roderick trying to mess with things again?
At this time, we have no plans to move ZineQuest. I'm happy to report.
Oh man, that's a corporate answer. At this time, at this time. Get my eye. I have no recollection of this being asked before.
My brain has been replaced with macros. I'm so sorry.
So are there any ZineQuest projects that you are excited about this year, and why is it Sentai and Sensibility?
I mean, Sentai and Sensibility is my favorite one. How many has Phil Reed run? At least two, right? He ran one for DCC and one for Shadow Dark. I made a little list right here.
A little Shadow Dark list? Sentai and Sensibility ended today over $40,000.
Woo! So amazing. I love it.
Yeah,
did you
really,
see the one
really
that was
exciting.
called Thrifty Trades of Fae. That was
Thrifty
another one
Trades
I
of
was
Fae
really-
also ended today.
It was awesome. Blister Critters is another one of my favorites. Did
Backed.
you see Mystery Under Magimart?
Backed.
Radish Quest.
Backed. It's my favorite.
The toilet paper roll game. I think it's called HIV
Backed.
Mystery. Gas, a Mothership one shot.
Nope, I did not do that one.
Shrines, Sites of Reverence and
Backed.
Power. Did we already talk about Radish Quest? I did say
Radish Quest.
Did you see Meatheads?
I did not back Meatheads.
I think you already mentioned Cozy Quest Collection 1, right?
I backed that today. That was the one and only thing today. Cozy
That
Quest
one went live
Collection
today,
1.
and I was so excited about it. Yeah.
I mean, it saved the day from being a complete washout.
The Old Ways Must Go is another one.
Yep, backed.
Tape and RPG about connection.
Backed.
Loadout and Ampersand RPG.
I think I have that on the remind me.
30 Horrors, a Mothership RPG, compatible bestiary. I'm a really big fan of Mothership, even though it's very scary.
I super get that. I love Mothership. I think it's great. It's just I'm never gonna run a Mothership game.
I can remember the last time I played Mothership, I was alone. I was home alone, and I was playing Mothership, and it was the middle of the day, and it was so scary, and I was like, I'm going to be alone after this. This is not...
Please stop scaring me.
Bad decision. Yeah.
Well, it seems like you have been rocking and rolling, and we're very excited that you are at Kickstarter and helping these things to go.
Thank you.
I am going to bring Marty back.
Yeah.
And we're going to roll some dice.
Got my dice.
All right, Marty.
Pretend like I'm
Hey,
throwing
Marty.
confetti.
Okay. I thought that was so good. How did you do
I
that?
think you have to go like this. Wait. Yeah. You just put up. Yeah.
I got to try that.
It usually
I
gives
don't-
you hearts too. It usually gives you hearts if you do this.
You get
yeah.
oh, man.
Can you tell I spent all day in video chat?
all day in video chat. Let's bring up the decider. If you've been following along at home, everybody, here I'm making a zine. I was told to put up or shut up, and I can tell you one thing: I'm never going to shut up. Nobody can put me out of the business like that. But we're going to go through, and I'm going to have our friends here. Can I get them? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Trying some different ways to see if we can get some people in the viewpoint. But we can't hear everybody, so. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Tiny little heads. Tiny little heads. What we're going to do is we're going to have Nikki Snacks and the Raging Owlbear roll a complete set of polyhedral dice. And we're going to chop off things that the zine could be about. We will see what happens.
Sweet. Let me know when you're ready.
Roll them dice.
Whee!
Got the magic dice tower.
Done. Girl, you fancy.
Let's start with the style of the game has already been determined. It will be high camp. That was the D4. So let's go to the D6's core genre.
I got a 5.
5
And a
and 4. Oh, that's great. 4 means it's not going to be supers, which means our high camp game that I'm going to make is going to be scary horror. Scary horror decision made here today. Use watching live. Use. D8, the genre twist. What's the twist?
I got a 3.
3's already sliced.
5. I don't know if you can see that, but
5's already been sliced, so we still don't know if it's going to be
Can
romance
we roll
or
again?
steamy.
Oh, no, you got... Okay.
But it's
okay.
either going to be a romance scary horror or a steamy scary horror.
I like
those are
it.
kind of the
You
same.
know,
Everybody-
very
aren't
hard.
Everybody should be scared. Well, our nerd chrome. What is your D10?
My D10's a 5.
A 5. I'm sorry. This is for the core loop. That was Revenge, which is already gone. We're not going to be about Revenge.
I got a 9.
Nah. Oh, Vehicular Action is off the plate. That leaves us Eating, Busting, Heists, and Catch 'em All. All right, Nerd Chrome, take your D10s. The 10s that's got 10s on it.
Oh, shoot, I didn't roll that one.
The other 10.
Oh.
I didn't roll that one because I'm a jerk.
And no one believes me when I say roll them all.
I know. Well, I hate that one. I'm rolling it. Oh, my God. I got 60.
60? That was Realism. We already cut that one.
30.
Man, I'm just
30? That was Live Action. We already cut that one, too. So much Nerd Chrome is left in play. All right, D12. This is about form factor. We only have a couple of choices left.
I got 11, and you've already crossed that one out.
The singular business card.
A 2.
2. Oh, it's not going to be a 1-pager that's folded in to be a 4-pager. So our options here are a 1-page folded up to be 8, or a business card folded in half to make an itty bitty book.
Oh my gosh!
And the show, it's going to cost. It's we're going to do the. It's going to be $9. So I'm going to be making a bunch of them. I think because they're going to be little tiny books. All right. Last but not least, the D24. Not at all inspired by the life and works of a person with cool initials. 7?
Sad to say, I rolled a 7, which means we got to cross off Ursula K. Le Guin.
Gone but not forgotten. The mistress of science fiction, Ursula K. Le Guin.
18.
18. R.L. Stein. Which is good because we're doing scary horror. So that would be 2 on the nose. I'm sort of getting kind of excited for like B.D. Wong in a steamy romance scary horror game.
Yeah, I
that
kind of
might be
like
ultra deadly.
I kind of like a T.S. Eliot steamy horror.
M. Night Shyamalan's ghost-busting, steamy horror, ultra deadly game, or the multiversal Steve Jackson, or that other Steve Jackson. It's fascinating. It's straighten up to be some crazy stuff, kids. All right. Well, my friends, thank you so much for once again coming out to be part of YEET versus ZineQuest. If you are, don't forget, back BX5. BX5?
Yep.
Is that what it's
BX5.
called? BX5. Or just back anything, because Nicole works for Kickstarter. So
BX5. Look at that.
We'll see you next Tuesday, the next to last day. But more importantly, before that, on Monday, Yeet makes a zine. We go live. So we'll be out on the internets, and we'll talk to you then. Hey, everybody, eat out.
Hello?
That was fun.
Hello?